Hello again. This finally arrived in the mail. If you've been following me on Twitter, you'll know how much of a pain in the bum it was to get it. But it's finally here. I've already opened it. You know, this is not unboxing, but quickly, there's the chunk of manuals you get in a European 3DS or XL. Oh yeah, it came with the AR cards and all that. Packaging, XL box. But here's what you're here to see. This thing. Now, they've got the blue one, blue on the back. Let's open her up. So, while that's focused, let's get in close. So, obviously, big ass screen, little big ass screen. So, I'll just quickly boot a game. So, same features as a normal 3DS, one circle pad, D-pad, new buttons down here which are much more clicky. You got nice clicky buttons there. The 3D slider now pops up and it clicks in. Speakers are pretty much the same, maybe tiny bit worse, maybe. Lights, buttons, headphones socket, SD card, stylus, wireless switch, the same charger as a normal 3DS, infrared port, so for Skylanders and whatnot, normal cartridge slot, volume slider, everything's the same basically, just bigger. But you're here to see the screen, and I'll put it next to a normal 3DS in a second, but let's have a look. The circle pad, I don't know if it's just because it's a new 3DS or mine's getting a bit old because it's nearly a year and a half old. Very, I don't know, springy compared to the one I've got. I'm sure it'll wear off after time. Alright, as you can tell I'm terrible at Mario games. So let's have a look what else. So this one I've transferred already from my original 3DS. So this has everything exactly as I had it on the other system. The menu structure, everything like that. All the eShop games, DSiWare games, Ambassador games, everything. So when people worry about what's going to transfer over, don't. Everything does. Even your friend list is there on the screen. Your friend code stays the same. Everyone, all 100 of you, are all there. So, the next step is obviously, we want to see what it's like compared to the old one. So, let's grab that, and I'll be back in a sec. So here we have the family of 3DS's, Japanese, the now empty Australian one, and the XL of course. Now, this has still got nothing on it, but you can still play games. It doesn't mean it's useless. So we'll put Mario Land, another copy of Mario Land in there. We'll come back to the other one later. And boot that up. This is just restarted, so it's still doing this. 3D off. So as you can see already, look at the glare on that. That's just one globe here in the room. Let's go check this out. So it's there, but see, it's different. It's not as bad, obviously, because it's all matte finish. But just that screen, it just has that little bit less glare on it. See, bam, less in your eyes. So let's get this cranking, eh? So obviously I can't play two at the same time. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to boot these up, and I'll run them on the attract loop, and so you can see them. So I mean, obviously from this distance you can't tell a squat of a difference, and I'm sitting here just about the same as far away, and if anything the 3DSL screen is just that little bit brighter. The tint of the blue on the the castle walls here is more blue on this one, and this one's more yellow. So it's obviously a warmer. So let's go really up close. Let's just keep it going. I'll just run this puzzle. Obviously, you guys can't see the 3D, and this requires to solve it. See? Let's go right in close, eh? Turn that 3D off. So, you see, there's some jaggies there on Mario, but it's nothing terrible. Like, let's go back to this. Let's go to a level and have a go right up close. Switch worlds, go to first level, everyone knows this one. So, I'm looking at it here, I can't, it is obviously a little bit jaggy, but nothing completely terrible. I mean, this is Mario. So, let's put him away for now. Come back to you. Put him down. Let's get the oldie one back. So you all know how this looks. So, picking it up straight away, it's just a hell of a lot lighter straight off. Oh yeah, and if you didn't know, Luigi's in this game. So, can you tell a difference? Maybe. Does it really matter? No. The screen is actually, nicer. I mean, there's a little bit more crispness to it, especially, not so much in games, but on the menu on the bottom screen. See, like, there you got, just like it noticed in the eShop as well. Whereas, it's a bit more identifiable there as well. So, obviously, there's no stretch pixels. There's nothing crazy like that. So there's that. So let's look at some other things. Compare it to. Still looks great. I mean, it's an up-ported N64 game, but what are you going to do about it? Again, this is the best Ocarina that's ever looked. And I know you guys can't see it, but I whacked that 3D on, and the sweet spot's pretty much the same, and you'll be seeing double up there, but just playing it just looks crazy good still, even on that big screen. There's no comparison. So 3DS games we've concluded look great. So let's cancel this out. Yeah, I didn't just yank the card out like last time. Let's grab a DS game, eh? What have we got here? Mario Kart DS. Let's see how that fares. So we're going to run this full screen first, because you can of course, run it in 1:1 pixel mode. So yeah. This still looks great. I mean, it looks way better than it up-resed on a... It doesn't seem to have like an icky filter over or anything. I mean, this is just 2D, so let's have a look at 3D. Look at that. Definitely the way to play DS games. Well, that's definitely not the way to play Mario Kart. Just trying to get up and close. So when you're looking at it like that, you can see a bit of the pixels. I mean, this is a DS game. Alright, we've done a lap. Let's turn this puppy around. Let's quit out of it. Quit out. Let's boot it up in 1:1, which is, of course, holding select or start, I think. It does the same thing. Come on, then. Let's run that again. So, obviously a lot smaller. And you can notice the difference between the black and the actual turned off pixels. See there? It's a bit green. You just focus that so you can actually see it properly. I mean, look how crisp that is. And we'll put it back in a normal 3DS in a second to compare. But I don't think we need to, because that looks crazy good. Like, you remember the first time you booted up a DS Lite? That's how good it looks. I hate this cart. So, again, this screen, I'm just loving it. And I mean, this is the first time I played it, so this is my first initial impression, guys. And girls. Damn that Waluigi. Get at him. Alright. So what about DSiWare? Or how about a virtual console game? Let's have a look at that as well. I still got Zelda running there. Keep in mind, I've got a 32GB card in here, so mine's seems to be a bit slower than everyone else's, and it did boot up a bit faster than that one. So what else we got? Pull blocks. Hang on, where's the all game stock? No. Let's have a look at Game Boy Advance games. Now, I had a problem. I don't know about you guys, but I had a problem with Yoshi's Island, and it's blurring and ghosting, and it looked like crap on these ones. So let's see if somehow it looks better, or if it's just a crap emulation still. Oh, it still looks pretty good. Murky. But that fits the screen much better. Like, wow, much better. Still doesn't look like anywhere as bright, like, as you remember on the SNES or even the game. Oh, what was that? No, the motion blur is still there. Oh, it's... Yeah, I know how to make eggs, come on. Oh, shit. So, I don't know if that's coming through on the camera, but there's, you know, definite motion blur there. Alright, so how about a Game Boy Advance game in 1:1 mode? That thing's going to have to be tiny. How about I pick a different one? Geez, that SD card I have must be pretty slow. Mario Kart? I've already seen it in Mario Kart. Let's have a look at WarioWare, eh? at all. Ah, there we go. So it centers it. It doesn't put it down the bottom like the DS. Obviously, it doesn't need to. Still not as bright as a, you know, like as a light. So looks fine. Obviously, look at that. Look how crisp it is. Alright, how about another type of game? Let's get going. That is beautiful. Not, I mean, a little bit of pixelation going on. Otherwise, that looks great, I think. So how does the 3DS XL stack up in size? Quickly go through some consoles. Original XL. Original 3DS, rather. How stupid of me. Definitely, you know, duh. It's an XL for a reason. Someone's asking about, is there a gap between the screens? You can't really see it, but I'll take a photo of it so you can. But yes, there is a gap. DSi, for comparison, again, smaller, dirt, oh, another 3DS, who cares. Here we go, you know, they call this the brick. What about this? Oh, nearly. Still much thinner, obviously. Technology, eh? And then the granddad, the distant relative. Look at that. Barely any difference. But on the inside, I mean, you got this great big screen of the XL, 3DS XL. And that screen, again, you know, as much... Look how big it is. So, there you go. Quick size comparison. Let's wrap it up. So I've only had the 3DS XL a day. Not even that, like it came today. Loving it so far. It's going to be my main 3DS from now on. Everything will be done on this. I barely take my 3DS out of the house. If I do, I'm driving, so, you know, I can't... Well, I could do both, but you wouldn't want to see that. So, play it at home. Big, great screen. Big, great buttons. You know, big, fat hands. Aussie hands. Loving it. Love the stylus back over here on this side. And I think if you haven't got a 3DS, you should definitely look at getting one of these before, you know, the old model. Just seems, you know, everything's better. And unless you want the tiny one, then go for the tiny one. It's up to you. I love the blue, love the matte finish. It's matte, but, you know, it's slippery as. It doesn't get, it's not reflection in your face. That one, inside is all matte. You got the anti-glare, the big, it's a package. So, it's out next week in Australia. It's up to you, but I'm loving it so far. Did not get paid by McDonald's for that either.